Hi everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to my first anti-haul video. We're going to hang out and talk about all the things that I'm not going to buy. It's gonna be great for my wallet. Hopefully it will not bore you to tears. Unfortunately, I do not have the peppy personality of our favorite anti-haul drag queen, Kimberly Clark. If you've never watched Kimberly Clark's anti-haul videos, unfortunately she does not make YouTube videos anymore, but they're still some of my favorite videos ever on YouTube, and they're still funny and they're still great to watch, even though they're like 2-3 years old now. So highly recommend checking those out. I'm going to link to them below. I have really been in a weird mood so far this year. I mean, we're 2 months into 2020 and I'm just kind of over a lot of stuff. And I just, like I mentioned in my favorites video, I'm just really enjoying using what I have. And don't get me wrong, I'm still very obsessed with makeup. I still love makeup. I love the ritual of getting ready every single morning. I love doing my hair. I love skincare. I love all of that stuff, but nothing that has been launching recently has captivated me. I definitely feel like my purchasing habits have changed a lot in the last year and a half. I used to be a lot more impulsive with my beauty purchases, and I also feel like I used to get excited more often, maybe because beauty launches were spread out more, so I had the time to kind of build up excitement when a new product would launch. But now we're like living in a fast fashion, fast beauty world where every single week there's something new, and I'm the type of person that is not into that. Like, that does not work on me. That's not going to get me my money. If you just overwhelm me with choice, I'm going to sit at home and not make a choice. It actually took a while for me to build up a list that would be long enough to warrant making a video, because I am also more selective about the things that I choose to purchase, and I also want to buy things that truly serve a unique purpose in my collection, or they replace something that I have used up and they're better at it than the previous product. So these are the products that have tempted me, but I'm going to talk myself out of them, and hopefully, if you need talking out of buying something, hopefully this will help you out. I'm also going to talk about and show the products that I have in my collection that I'm going to use to kind of satisfy my need to buy something new. The first thing I'm going to start with is the NARS Tinted Glow Booster. To me, this seems like it's NARS's response to Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, but it's a bit more subtle than the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. To me, it's like in the middle between Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter and Burberry Fresh Glow. Burberry Fresh Glow is more watery, more subtle. Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter is a bit more intense. The NARS kind of lies in the middle, which I think is nice to have as an option. For me personally, the more that I think about it, the way that I like to use highlighting base products is mostly just on the high points of my face anyway. I think if you're somebody with more dry skin and you want like an overall luminous base, maybe the NARS Tinted Glow Booster would be a better bet for you. But for me, I like the intensity of something like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, because I can just put it on the high points of my face, put foundation on top, and you can still see that glow from within. To me, the Charlotte Tilbury product also seems a bit more multi-purpose, because it's intense enough to be able to be worn on top of makeup as well. And it's such a cult favorite product that I think that if you already have the Charlotte Tilbury product in your collection and you already enjoy it, you really don't need the NARS version. And if you have the Charlotte Tilbury and you're trying to use it up and you want to move on to something else and you want to maybe tone it down, try mixing it with a little bit of moisturizer to kind of tone down the shine and make it more subtle so you can wear it all over the face. So there are options. One other thing that I've been enjoying doing is mixing in my moisturizing oily type of primer. This is the Armani Prima, the Nourishing Glow Enhancer. I think this is discontinued now, but I'm trying to use mine up. And if you bought it because of me, maybe this will be a good tip. I've just been mixing a tiny little bit of this primer with a bit of a subtle highlighter. This is a Sicily highlighting stick. You can just mix them together to get that moisturizing kind of oily shine. So this is another thing that I've been doing to kind of curb my appetite for something like the NARS Tinted Glow Booster. So if you have a face oil that you really like, or any moisturizing primer that imparts a bit of glow, try mixing it with just a little bit of a cream highlighter and apply it under your foundation, just on the high points of the cheeks. And I really like it. I find it to be such a beautiful glow from within. So yeah, that is my thesis on NARS Tinted Glow Booster and why I'm not going to buy it. Hopefully the next few will go through a bit quicker. The Bite Beauty foundation. This, I was so close to buying. It was in my cart. I was like filling out my shipping details. I wanted to buy this right when it launched. Like, I was on the internet January 10th. But then I stopped and I thought to myself, you have so many foundations that need love. Go through your drawer and pick out a foundation that you haven't used in a while and just put it on to kind of curb that appetite of trying something new and see how you feel. And then, you know, if you still feel like you really want to try the Bite Beauty foundation, you can come back another day. It's not going to run out of stock. So that's how I rediscovered the Maybelline Urban Cover, which sat in the back of my drawer. When I first got this, it was in the summertime. My skin was too oily for it. Right now my skin is a little bit less oily since we're in the winter. And I really fell in love with this. And between this and my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation that I'm trying to use up for Project Pan, and the numerous other foundations that I have in my collection, I really don't need another foundation. And now that more people are reviewing it and more reviews are coming in, it doesn't seem to be that great. It seems to be really, really silicone-y, which is not something that I really love. And also, as the time went on, their marketing and it really pushing the clean beauty thing really started to annoy me. I don't know. I've spoken about my annoyance of the buzzword clean in terms of trying to sell skincare and makeup. That clean doesn't mean anything. You have one brand like Drunk Elephant that claims to be clean. They say silicones are really bad. Then you have Bite Beauty that's going hard saying how their foundation is clean. It's loaded with silicones. So the clean doesn't mean anything. Every brand seems to kind of use the term to suit their marketing needs. If you watch my top 5 favorite foundations video, I have 5 foundations in my life that I really love. So I think for me personally, I just have to kind of get out of that mindset that there's always something better out there, and I need to just learn to be satisfied with what I have. If I have a foundation that really works for me and that I'm really enjoying, why do I feel the need to try something else? The same can be said with the 2 new concealers that kind of caught my eye. The Hourglass Vanish concealer, which is a really full coverage but really lightweight concealer. It looks really good. Then also the new Dior Forever concealer looks good. I like the fact that it's kind of sold as like a touch-up product that you can use all over the face. But when I look at my concealer collection, I need to use these up first before I even start thinking about something new. And again, these are all concealers that I really enjoy. I have 2 colors of the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. This is a full coverage concealer that I really enjoy. So by the time I use these up, Hourglass would have probably discontinued the Vanish concealer. We live in a world where a product's retail life cycle is often shorter than its practical life cycle in one's makeup collection, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then 2 other concealer formulas that I'm really enjoying, both underneath my eyes and on my face, are the Armani Power Fabric Concealer in shade number 4. This is such a perfect shade for me, and I kind of use it how the Dior Forever concealer is marketed, and I really love it. There's honestly nothing that I don't like about it. The Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer is also really good. I don't just use this under my eyes, I use this all over my face as well. This is actually the concealer that I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the shade 15 under my eyes for more of a brightening effect, and then I use the shade 18 to cover any blemishes. Let's talk eyeshadow palettes. And realistically speaking, I don't think any of us needs another new eyeshadow palette. Next time you're tempted to buy an eyeshadow palette, take out all your eyeshadow palettes, all your quads, all your singles, all your palettes. Take them, open them, and just look at them all laying in front of you. And you will not want to buy a new eyeshadow palette. The beauty industry knows that we all kind of tend to go towards similar things, and if we have something and we really like it, when we see something similar in the store, we're more likely to gravitate towards it. And I think the eyeshadow palette marketing really works because we like pretty things, and eyeshadow palettes are really pretty. The three that caught my eye this year so far were the By Terry eyeshadow palette. It's this really beautiful, very suitable for like a romantic Valentine's Day dusty rose situation. That looks really beautiful. Same thing I can say about the new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette. It's so beautiful, and again, really clever pre-Valentine's Day type of launch. I really don't need it because between these two, I can kind of achieve any look that I would be doing. This is the Marc Jacobs Fantasine eyeshadow palette, and then this is my Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. Maybe this weekend I'm going to whip these out and watch a Charlotte Tilbury tutorial on her Instagram or on her website or something. The final eyeshadow temptation that came out this year, the new Tom Ford quads. Tom Ford kind of revamped the eyeshadow quad selection, and they discontinued my favorite one, Coco Mirage, but they came out with 5 new ones. And there's one called Mink Mirage that is very similar to Coco Mirage in that it's all matte, but I think instead of having this color here, they just have like a black color. I don't know. While the new Tom Ford quads are beautiful, and while Tom Ford quads are just a joy to apply, I kind of feel like the two that I have just do it for me more than the new ones. This I think is still around. This is Nude Dip. This is all shimmer. Coco Mirage is all matte. And I just feel like between these two, I get my Tom Ford eyeshadow fix. I used Nude Dip and Coco Mirage today to get this eyeshadow look. And like I mentioned before, I kind of do the same thing. I'm a creature of habit, and even if I were to buy one of the new eyeshadow quads, I think ultimately the eyeshadow look that I would be gravitating towards is a look that I can create with anything that I already have, because I tend to like to do the same types of looks. Now, the final product that caught my eye this year, but I'm not going to buy it, is a lip product, and it's the Dior Lip Glow Lip Oil. I loved the original Dior Lip Glow. I went through so many tubes of that. It was one of the products that I would always purchase with my Shoppers Optimum points. A lip balm that turns into a really beautiful bright pink. It's the type of product that kind of reacts with the pH and temperature of your lips, and you kind of get a customized shade of pink. It can look different on different people, but on me it would always just be a really pretty rosy pink, and I love that product for years. I don't currently have a Dior lip glow, but it's one of those products that I would consider repurchasing at some point if I felt the need to have it in my life again. This year, Dior decided to grow the lip glow family, and they came out with lip oils, and they look really good. I love lip oils. I already have a lip oil formula that I really love, and it's the Clarins lip oils, and this is my favorite permanent shade. I also really love their limited edition shades with shimmer in them, but my favorite permanent collection shade is Candy. It's color number 4. It's actually what I wore today, but you can see it as it fades, it leaves a little bit of a pink behind, but I love this lip oil so much. And it honestly, this is my second tube of the color Candy, and the last tube that I had that I used up, it took me a year and a half of consistent use to use it up. By the time I collectively use up all those Clarins lip oils, the Dior lip glow oils are probably going to be discontinued too. If you bought the Clarins lip oils because of me, bust them out and rejoice. They are so beautiful. My favorite way to use the color Candy is just with a nude lip liner. I like a nude lip liner in kind of like a sculpting shade to kind of make my lips look a bit bigger. I use the L'Oreal Color Riche lip liner in color 110 with this on top. That's all I have on my lips right now. It never makes your lips feel dry or anything like that. It's not overly sticky. It's just really comfortable and it's moisturizing, so it's a really nice product to reapply throughout the day. That's how I talk myself out of the Dior Lip Glow Oil. And that's it for me for now. I am very curious to know about what you're not gonna buy. What things do you need me to help talk you out of? Let me know in the comment section below. Is there anything that you've got your eye on but you're on the fence about? Is there anything that you would love to buy but you're not because you're doing like a no buy this month or this year? Just looking forward to catching up with you in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.